This is Deepak. So we are continuing our discussions at discoveringyourcosmicself.com, which is the official website for this book. You are the universe, discovering your cosmic self and why it matters. So, by the way, the book is out. It's the #1 book in cosmology on Amazon, and also the #1 book in science and religion, thanks to our collective enthusiasm and your support and your help. Okay, so today's question, Fedra Jill O'Connell says, just received my book. Thank you, Fedra. Thank you very much. Okay, so today's question. Can it be that we carry qualia of our ancestors' traumas and that those qualia influence our present qualia? Can we heal ourselves and our ancestors too as we come into presence of what we experience moment to moment? So this question is posed by Charan Surdhar. Okay. I'll do my best to answer the question. This question is a rephrasing of the whole concept of karma. Karma is the repetition of the past as a result of the conditioning of the mind. So karma is the repetition of the past as a result of the conditioning of the mind. The conditioning occurs in core consciousness, and it is basically any experience that has an emotional impact, and that could be an experience of extreme joy, or it could be a traumatic experience, or it could be anything in between. Anything in between. So that experience, particularly if it had emotional impact, creates a memory. The memory is in awareness or in consciousness, and the memory then triggers behavior, thought, and action in a way that reinforces the experience. So, in very simple terms, your core consciousness, which is jiva, which is basically that which gives ego identity to you, that core consciousness has potential memories, potential thought forms, potential feelings, sensations, all existing in superposition, or you may say all existing simultaneously in your core being. And then situations, circumstances, events will trigger them into manifestation. And because this is a process that repeats itself, it's frequently referred to as the prison of karma. Karma is linked to memory. Memory and desire are linked to each other. Desire, memory, karma are linked to tendencies of thought processes, emotions, speech, action, all of that. So from being, feeling, thinking, speaking, doing, these are the unfoldment of core consciousness as experience, and that is karma. Okay, so once we establish that fact, then we can relook at the question posed by Charan Surdhar. Can it be that we carry qualia of our ancestors' traumas? If by we mean our jiva or conditioned ego, mind, body process, then yes, we carry qualia. Qualia are qualities of experience of our ancestors' traumas? Yes. And can those qualia influence our present qualia, as I explained to you just now? Absolutely yes. And then the next question is, can we heal ourselves and our ancestors too as we come into presence of what we experience moment to moment? Very good question, very well posed. Thank you, Charan. So the short answer to all of that is yes. The answer to all your questions is yes. But the deeper question is, who or what is asking the question? And you realize the who or what that is asking the question is also the conditioned self. Because as you move beyond the conditioned self into witnessing awareness, then in that witnessing awareness, qualia are just the arising and subsiding of sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts, like clouds roaming in the sky. So if you can turn your attention to what you call presence of what we experience moment to moment, if you can put your attention there, you don't have to put it there, you just be that, and then you observe experience arising in the form of qualia, the arising and subsiding of sensations, images, feelings, thoughts, perceptions. Then you have automatically had the experience, and you're not bound by the experience. So that is freedom from karma. Okay, so basically step back and be a witness, be a spectator to your own thoughts, be a spectator to your own emotions, be a spectator to your perceptions, be a spectator to every image that shows up in consciousness, and you will see that it is of the nature of arising and subsiding, like waves on the ocean that arise and subside, or clouds in the sky that are passing by. And if you can then get into the habit of being the silent witness, then you see that witnessing awareness is in fact modulating itself as all experience or all qualia. So that way you can have freedom from karma. Susan says, how can you shift from negative, what does she say? How can you shift the perceived negativity into positivity? So you don't shift the perceived negativity into positivity. You just watch it passing by as a cloud in the sky or as a wave in the ocean. And doing that, you are independent from both negative and positive. You're independent of hope and despair. You're independent from pain or pleasure. This is true being, and this is true love. Trying to manipulate thoughts is very cumbersome and almost impossible. So you don't try to manipulate. You become a witness. You become the light of awareness where you see these qualia arising and subsiding. They are impermanent in time and therefore have no intrinsic reality. But as you shift into this awareness, you'll also realize that your body is a concept around the same qualia, that your mind is a concept around the same qualia, the universe is a concept around the same qualia, and there is no substantial, intrinsic, independent reality to it. Okay? There is no substantial, independent reality to it. Be a lamp unto yourself. Be the night of awareness that sees that it's creating the qualia, that is generating the qualia, it's experiencing the qualia, and it knows itself as the subjective experience of qualia. And in fact, everything that we call mind, body, and the physical world is the spontaneous arising and subsiding of qualia, which are impermanent in time, have no location in space, and are just passing by. Okay, then you will be free. And so when you have given freedom to the traumas of the past that are recycling as form and phenomena in the present. And when we say ancestors, we are referring to basically those forms or modes of consciousness that we perceive now as in the past. But actually all experience is now. All experience is now. Experience cannot happen anywhere else except now. And now is the presence in which that experience happens. So enjoy the experience, watch the experience, let it go, and you have found freedom. And once in a while ask, who's watching? Who's witnessing? And then turn to just being, and that's it. Then you are free. Okay, so today's discussion is relatively short because the question was very clear. Okay, so once again, the book is You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self and Why It Matters. It's available everywhere in bookstores and online. And if you get the book and read it, you can also get the free online course that is being offered by Joanne, by Minas Kapatos, and myself. Minas adds the science and the physics to what we are saying. So, you know, when we say quantum waves of possibility, those are possibilities of thought waves, which of course are intermixed with feelings, sense perceptions, and so on. But that's another discussion. Your ground state always remains all possibilities. Okay? So wishing you infinite possibilities today, joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, reflective, alert mind, and lightness of being. Lightness of being. No resistance, no anticipation, no regrets, just this moment as it is.